Hey everybody, it's Brian from NSLive.tv, Nova Scotia's online community TV channel. And welcome to episode 2, off to a good start, aren't I? Episode 2 of Nova Scotia Live. It's a brand new show. It's just meaning to be an open talk show for everyone in Nova Scotia to talk about things that are on their mind. And Nova Scotians I know love to talk about what's on their mind. So don't be as the ID and password. You can join in by using those numbers there, and you'd show up right beside me here. Yeah, so lots to talk about. A few things I picked out to get the show going, while people give people a chance to zoom in. Get that zoom in. I like that. All right. Anyhow, we thought about changing the name to Nova Scotiable. That was mentioned by Hodgie The-Barbarian Pickering. That's the Facebook handle they have. They suggested Nova Scotiable for a name of the show. Well, it's not bad. We're going to debate that a little bit and think about it. See what you think. You think Nova Scotiable would be a good name for this show? I don't know. Now, if I look around a lot, I apologize because I'm the engineer and host for the show. I'm doing it all by myself. Hear me and everything's fine. Yeah, so anyhow, we've got a special guest here today who wants to come on right now. Here we go. My buddy Bernie's here, as you can see, and he's a big supporter of NSLive.tv. Always has been. You can see he's holding his little sign there. Way to go, Bernie. And he's holding it with, of course, those famous mittens of his. So thanks for coming on, Bernie. Good job that way. Appreciate it. Glad you could join the show. And now he said he won't have time to take any questions from anybody today. I apologize for that. He's really busy. Got lots of things to do. He's got more mittens to wear. So he's off. Bye, Bernie. Thanks for coming in, though. We greatly appreciate you showing up on the show. See you later. Yeah, so anyhow, join me. Yeah, talk about events, activities, news, whatever's happening in your area, Nova Scotia. Use Zoom because it's a powerful tool. You can zoom into the show. That was prohibited. They said, nope, can't do it because of privacy issues. And look, I understand that. I understand what happens when you put your image out there on the internet. Yeah. It's something people worry about especially when it's their kids. But the other issue is that people can't go. You can't go to these games now. You can't sit in the stands and watch them, or it's very limited, the people that can. So, it's kind of, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know which way to go on that, but I think live streaming is the way to go, personally. But hey, that's a discussion we need to have the playoff games, or especially the finales, live stream professionally. Maybe even on community TV channel that is online. That's a possibility, I think. We might be able to make that happen. But just for the playoffs. You can't do that every week for every game. It would be a little too much. So, yeah. I can't believe that, like Dr. Robert Strang. Like, I can't say enough about him. He's actually becoming quite the rising celebrity. And he's been live streaming, a big part of the live streams they come out with every day and every week. I don't think they're every day now. I think they've cut them back a bit. But he's become quite a celebrity from being on live streaming so much. Who knows? Maybe I'll get to that status myself, but can't say for sure. Anyhow, congratulations to him. He's quite well known and doing a great job. I want to talk about, are you a fan of his or you're not? The vaccines to other provinces to help them out, because of course they're a little harder hit with the virus than we are. What do you feel about that? Do you feel we should hold on to our vaccines and get our people that second dose to get them as much protection as possible, or should we help some other province out and send them out? I don't know. That's a tough choice right there. I don't know what to say about that, and that's something we should talk about. So, Zoom, as I said, over that way, far side, the ID and password are right there. You can zoom in right now. I've got my chat box open. I'm just waiting for somebody to come on and want to be part of the show. Okay, so, well, of course, we talked about last week in the first episode of Nova Scotia Live, the ongoing construction at Peggy's Cove. Yeah, that's there's quite a conversation going on about that. Some good, some bad. Develop Nova Scotia had another boardwalk and what's happening there. There's a Facebook group that I noticed called Save the Natural Beauty of Peggy's Cove. I can actually show you that group here. I think I can. Like I said, I'm producer and everything here, so just stand by. We'll get it. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for people to dial in here and Zoom me. Come on, Zoom me. There we go. So is this called Save the Natural Beauty of Peggy's Cove? And I understand that. I mean, Peggy's Cove is a beautiful spot. It is what it is. It's a small fishing village, always has been, and that's why people come there. Will this change it, and it will no longer be a small fishing village? Are we going to break that bridge and fall over the other side to where it's now a big tourist attraction? I mean, it was a big tourist attraction. So where do we go? I definitely something needed to be done with the traffic. The buses and the people taking up the same street was horrible. I've seen that myself. I've tried to get through it myself in my car. And so something definitely had to be done with the traffic. And they've done a lot of work expanding sidewalks, raising the road. A tremendous amount of work has already been done. There's still a lot more to do. But they've made a lot of headway in that. So who knows what's going to happen there, but that's one Facebook page you can look up just to, again, share your opinion. And that's why I am here with this show. You can share your opinion. I keep pointing that way. Zoom. Use Zoom. The credentials are over there on the far side that you can come in and be a part of the show right now. I need to talk to somebody. I'm lonely. Come on. All right. What else we need to talk about? There's lots going on here. In the national news, of course, our Governor General, ex-Governor General, Julie Payette, has resigned her price tag. And that's even after resigning her position and after costly investigations that revealed she harbored an unsafe, toxic, and abusive work environment for her staff and colleagues at Rideau Hall. So she's still going to get that. What do you think about that? Do you think that's something that should still happen if you resign? Lifetime expense program for office and travel expenses up to $206,000 a year under the current program. Yeah, so there's that too. And this is all taxpayers' dollars. And now let's go one step further, because that does not also include a $3 million startup grant, which is in addition to the pension and office travel expenses, of course. Yeah, so, I have no problem with somebody trying to start up a great nonprofit organization. I have no issue with that whatsoever. They do a lot of good. Well, I mean, it depends on what the organization's about, but most of them do a lot of good things for the community and are wonderful to have. Really, the one we want starting up one of these with what could total to over $7 million. That's a good question, and definitely something we should talk about. And nobody signed up yet. Come on, folks, talk about in sports. What's going on in sports here in Nova Scotia? I'm sure there's lots I don't know about. I don't know much about sports. I'll be very honest. So I need somebody to come on the show and talk about sports and what's happening other than the hockey games that we know are now being live streamed. But yeah, so what's happening? I need you to tell. I've got a few people interested in being on the show regularly. You might bring regular segments like fashion and sports. So we'll see what happens there. One thing we could definitely use, it's hard to get news from all over the province, so could definitely use community correspondence. And I do have a page that talks about our community correspondence. I'll bring it up here and show you that. Something you could definitely help out and volunteer to help your community TV be successful. If you like to talk and have a smartphone, you could definitely be a community correspondent for us here at NSLive.tv, or come on this show regularly. We're going to try to do this every Sunday at 2 o'clock. Hopefully you'll watch or be a part of it. Yeah. So this page is right on our home page. If you go home, community correspondence right here, you can get to that page and find out more about what it takes to be a community correspondent. You can go to an event and do a post right to Facebook Live, right to our Facebook page, or you can be on the show and talk about what's happening in your area once a week. Just come on the show once a week and say where you're from and what's happening in that spot. Okay, so that's our community correspondence. Yeah, so it'd be great to get paid. So we're looking for that we are looking to produce. It's quite a variety of them. If you have a business, if you have a winery in Nova Scotia, we've got a great show called Who's Winery? Who's Whining? Who's Whining in Nova Scotia? Lots of people. Yeah, so it's a great show. We have not yet produced an episode, but hey, there's a first for everything. We'd love to be able to come to a winery and show them what is happening there and what you're all about. So if you have a winery, that's something for you to think about. Behind the Beer is another show about our craft beer industry, which is a huge thing here in the province. And we can create virtual events right from your year. Well, where people you should talk to maybe get that, turn that into a virtual event, because that's what people need to have right now, as long as this pandemic's going on. All right, yeah, still looking at my correspondence page. I'll get off that. Well, nobody zoomed in. I was here all alone, a little lonely here, and this is your show, so we're here to talk about things. Zoom fired up in your cameras and microphones, and we'll have a little chat. I'd like to talk about just about anything that's on your mind, well, within reason. This is a family show. All right, well, thanks. It's been a short, sweet. Nope, Bernie's not gone yet. He's coming back. There he is. Hey, Bernie. Thanks for joining the show. There he is. He's over that side. I've got my antivirus shirt on. Check out their website. They're producing some great music videos to fight COVID-19. We appreciate their efforts. We appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe wherever you see this show, and anything we do on NSLive.tv. That helps us grow the channel, and we can do more for you and Nova Scotia. All right. Take care, everyone. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.